Hollywood awards season is in full swing, with the Golden Globes taking centre stage today and Oscar nominations out next week. But exactly what does it take to win a Gong? In this week's Techno Drum, Mark Fennell takes a closer look at the business of awards campaigning.
Yes, pucker up your Botox and make sure that Hollywood tape is stuck on firmly, because it is the movie awards season, where the film industry gets together and slaps themselves on the back for somehow managing to squeeze out at least 5 or 6 quality flicks in between the sequels, the prequels, the remakes, the reboots, the reimaginings and the adaptations that filled the cinemas for most of the year. Now, normally, awards coverage tends to focus on the glitz and glamour, but actually winning an Oscar is a mega industry, and Hollywood spends an incredible amount of money getting their gold.
Back in the day of Saving Private Ryan, Shakespeare in Love, Gladiator, they were spending up to $20 million. And it really was a catfight, and every dollar was being spent on, all kinds of ads and strategy to get ahead of the other film. These days, they're not really as flagrant. And even this year now, films like The Artist, Moneyball, Dragon Tattoo, they're all spending upwards to, $10 million, which, when you think about it, there's a lot of films out there that aren't even making even close to that in their complete box office, so it's a lot of money.
Rob LaCuria is one of the editors of the US-based awards website GoldDerby.com. Where does that money go?
Well, it mainly goes in print and media and internet advertising. That's the bulk of it. But obviously a lot of money is spent on all of these Q&As and meet and greets. There's also a lot of swag that gets, surreptitiously given out to various guild members and celebrities who are generally usually also voting members of the Academy.
It's not just about the money, mind you.
What's your name? Matt, good to see you.
For pure insanity, you would be hard-pressed to beat this campaign. In 2006, director David Lynch and a cow sat on Hollywood Boulevard in order to convince people to vote for Laura Dern and her performance in Lynch's film Inland Empire. Of course, the industry isn't above negative campaigning either. During last year's Oscar campaign, an anonymous email was sent to a Hollywood blogger accusing the King's Speech of glossing over King George VI's alleged Nazi-sympathising past. Never mind that the film was written by David Seidler, a Jewish writer whose grandparents died in the Holocaust. In the end, just how much difference does winning an Oscar have on a movie's box office?
Good night, folks.
The Weinstein Company have said in the past that Chicago made an extra $100 million in box office. Just an extra $100 million after winning Best Picture.
As for this year's Oscars, well, in late 2011, the Academy introduced new rules aimed at curbing excessive campaigning. Limits on how much booze you can give to voters, the banning of slagging of competitors on social media. How much of an impact it will have is hard to tell, but the important point is there's still no rules against campaigning with a cow. And that's good for all of us.
Fennell reporting there. Well, they said he'd never host another awards show, but after insulting half of Hollywood at last year's Golden Globes, British comedian Ricky Gervais was back at the helm today. And although his appearance wasn't as controversial this time around, he did have a bit of a crack.